Looked like Kelsey Mitchell was forced to respond after a cryptic tweet is pretty much making headlines.
So here's what just went down. Kelsey Mitchell finally ended her social media blackout and dropped a message that's got everyone in the league talking. The timing couldn't be more suspicious for the Indiana Fever. What's your take on Kelsey Mitchell's mysterious post? Is this her way of signaling she's done with the Fever forever? Or is she just messing with everyone's heads while she's a free agent? Drop your thoughts below. Hit that like button for Kelsey Mitchell content.
Is back in the news, but this time it's involving some social media drama. Now, if you guys don't know, Kelsey Mitchell really don't be on social media like that. She don't tweet. I don't believe she got a podcast. She kind of just stay out the way and play basketball. It's very similar to Caitlin Clark. Now, many people were saying a tweet that she put out is sparking rumors in regards to her future in Indiana.
Listen, anyone who follows Kelsey Mitchell knows she's typically the stay-in-your-lane professional. She's not out here hosting podcasts dropping hot takes. She's not broadcasting every moment of her life, and you definitely won't catch her battling keyboard warriors on social media. She keeps things simple and focuses on hoops. Real talk. Her online game is usually quieter than a library, so when she actually decides to post something, the whole basketball world hits pause. That's just her energy. Most of the time, she prefers letting her performance speak for itself.
I just don't know, Kelsey Mitchell has found herself in numerous headlines throughout the season. Some people saying that she was sneak dissing fans. Now, we seen it at the closing part of the season in a press conference of a clip with her, which I'm going to play in a minute. And we seen it come out with Stephanie White actually saying that she's building around Kelsey Mitchell, and she's pretty much the focal point of the.
Well, apparently that quiet streak just came to a screeching halt, and it wasn't with any holiday cheer or New Year wishes. Kelsey Mitchell chose to share a quote that's got Indiana Fever supporters completely puzzled and heading for the panic button. Her post read, "When people show you who they are, believe them the first time." Now, if you're not well versed in cryptic athlete language, this typically translates to, "Something's got me heated, and somebody crossed me." But who exactly is she calling out? Could it be management, maybe the coaching situation, or is she taking shots at teammates who've been soaking up all the spotlight while she's been putting in work in Indianapolis since
put out yesterday, 13 hours ago. Now, this is that set tweet. Now, in this tweet, she states some things, man.
The timing here is way too convenient to be random. We're smack dab in the middle of off-field chaos. Free agency conversations are everywhere, and Kelsey's out here sharing deep philosophical quotes like she's some kind of basketball sage instead of a guard. What makes this even more ridiculous is that this is the exact same Kelsey Mitchell who was caught on video just months ago pushing a totally different message. Remember that media session? She sat there repeating the same phrase like it was stuck on repeat. "We all we got. We all we need," over and over again. "We all we got. We all we need." And when did this whole motto surface? She told us herself. It happened right when Caitlin got injured. Yep, the second Caitlin Clark hit the bench, Kelsey's suddenly squad was perfectly complete.
Kelsey, one of your teammates said yesterday that you started saying in the huddles, we're all we got, we all we need.
Yeah, I said we all we got, we all we need, yeah.
How did that kind of come about? And do you remember when you started sharing that message?
Probably, it might have been after somebody got hurt. I won't even lie to you. It was early on. I think it was when CC got hurt, and I felt like it was deflating. It was hard for people to kind of see us and see our energy for what.
It's pretty interesting how that played out, right? When the franchise superstar is stuck on the sidelines, Kelsey's all about team solidarity and sticking together. But now that we're deep in the offseason and she's facing the reality of free agency decisions, all of a sudden people are revealing their true colors to her. It's like she finally figured out that being the main focus in Stephanie White's system looks great in theory, but actually playing backup to a once-in-a-generation player is something she just can't handle anymore. And we need to address Sophie Cunningham's situation too. We've witnessed the growing friction throughout the league, all these chips developing on people's shoulders, and the subtle shots being fired at this new chapter of Fever basketball. Kelsey Mitchell has been making waves all season for throwing indirect shots at fans and even her own organization. When you start dropping these philosophical quotes on social media after staying quiet for months, you're not just sharing your mood, you're launching a signal flare. You're broadcasting to everyone that the situation in Indiana has gone sideways. Maybe she feels disrespected somehow? Could be. But from my perspective, The only disrespect happening is coming from her end toward the team chemistry that actually carried this squad through a challenging season. The fan base sees right through this too. Check out the responses to her post, and you'll see the divide. Some people are agreeing, saying, yeah, the WNBA has revealed its true nature, while others are directly calling her out, saying she's the one being problematic. Then you've got the opportunists, supporters from teams like the Atlanta Dream, commenting, come join us. We'll show you proper respect. It's turned into a complete spectacle, and Kelsey Mitchell is the one who started this whole circus. This is seriously concerning. No question about it. The offseason was running smoothly, but now we're dealing with this cryptic drama. And remember, Kelsey is supposed to be competing in Unrivaled pretty soon. Maybe the storylines are kicking off ahead of schedule. This isn't her first rodeo with these attention-seeking moves either. Last November, she grabbed headlines with an Instagram story that said, pay equals play, no pay equals no play. Only one motto over these waters. She's got a track record of these mysterious calls for attention whenever contract and negotiations heat up, or when the focus shifts away from her. But this situation feels more intense. Why? Because the Fever are actually making noise now. Eyes are actually on them. You can't throw shade from the shadows anymore when everyone's watching. The spotlight is blazing bright in Indiana. If she's trying to force a trade or secure a massive contract, this is a risky strategy. Throwing the team chemistry under the bus when they finally have momentum building, especially after she was the one preaching we got, just reeks of contradiction. Is she mad that Stephanie White claims she's building the system around her, but supporters are only buying merchandise with other names on it? This is textbook be careful what you ask for. You wanted attention on the WNBA, Kelsey? Well, congratulations, here it is. And right now it's highlighting a player who seems more focused on mysterious social media posts than capitalizing on the progress they achieved. She even made sure to cross-post this to Instagram for her 22,000 followers. She wanted maximum visibility on this. This wasn't an accident or some random slip-up. This was a strategic decision to broadcast her frustration publicly. And honestly, it's not a good look. After that injury she took in the Vegas series, where she literally had to be helped off the court, you'd expect maybe some appreciation or concentration on getting healthy. Instead, we're getting puzzles and riddles. It's like she's allergic to a peaceful off-season. What really bothers me is this whole we got philosophy. Let's examine that for a moment. When your top teammate is injured, you declare the roster is complete. That's basically insulting the value Caitlin brings to the game. And then to flip around and pretend like you're the one discovering people's true personalities. That's the definition of hypocrisy. Kelsey's been in Indianapolis since 2018. She lived through the struggling seasons. She saw those empty arenas. Now that the place is packed and victories are happening, she's acting like she's being held prisoner. Consider what message this sends to her teammates. If you're Sophie Cunningham or Aaliyah Boston, and you watch your veteran leader posting stuff that suggests internal betrayal, how do you maintain trust with her during games? How do you create a catch-a-mick mindset when one of your key players is eyeing the exit door? It's poisonous. This is the type of behavior that destroys organizations before they can reach their potential. Kelsey might believe she's being smart with these quotes, but she's really just proving to everyone that she might not be the team-first player she portrayed herself as during those media sessions. And let's keep it real about the whole pay equals play situation. She got a supermax contract. She was labeled the top priority by her coach. What more priority could she possibly want? If you're earning maximum money and the coach is designing the offense around you, what exactly is the problem? Is it because someone else became the face of the league? Is it because reporters aren't chasing you for autographs after every game? Because if that's the disrespect she's talking about, she's going to be shocked wherever she ends up. The truth is Kelsey Mitchell put up impressive numbers this season. But stats don't win championships. Team chemistry does. And you don't create chemistry by posting Maya Angelou quotes, while your teammates are organizing community events and trying to maintain team focus. She's making it obvious that she wants this message everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, stories. She wants the entire world to know she's unhappy. Well, mission accomplished, Kelsey. We get it, but we also understand that you're the same person who was singing a completely different song when the cameras were rolling in the locker room. The buyer's remorse is going to hit hard when she realizes the grass isn't greener elsewhere. If she bolts Indianapolis for somewhere like Atlanta or Minnesota, she's going to miss the attention her teammates brought. She's going to miss those easy scoring opportunities. She's going to miss being part of the most discussed franchise in sports. And especially, she's going to discover that we got becomes a very isolated place when you don't have a superstar creating opportunities. It's just frustrating. We all wanted to watch this group run it back. We all wanted to see what a completely healthy season could accomplish for the Fever. But instead of concentrating on that, we're analyzing social media posts. We're searching for secret messages in Instagram stories. This is exactly the kind of distraction a franchise doesn't need. If Kelsey wants to be direct, she should just be direct. Tell us what's actually wrong. Enough with the puzzles. Enough with the passive aggression. But apparently that's not how things work these days. Everyone wants to play the victim card. Everyone wants to feel overlooked. Kelsey Mitchell has been Indianapolis's centerpiece for years. And the minute they start actually winning, she wants to act like she's being wrong. This is terrible optics for a veteran player. It's bad for the league's image. And frankly, it's damaging to her reputation in Indianapolis. If this is her exit strategy, burning relationships, and disrespecting her teammates, then maybe the Fever would be better off moving in a different direction. Look at the difference here. You've got players like Aaliyah Boston, who are being perfect teammates, supporting everyone, handling media responsibilities with positivity. Then you have Kelsey, who seems to carry negativity the moment everything isn't completely centered on her. This is a recurring theme. That no pay equals no play post from last year wasn't random. It was foreshadowing. And this recent tweet is just the continuation. If she's trying to leverage her free agency for more control or a different position, she's taking a major gamble. The Fever have their foundation in place. Kelsey is important, but organizations can survive if you swap out one piece. It's challenging, but it's possible. If she continues down this path, management might decide the drama isn't worth the shooting ability. And what about the supporters? Fever fans stayed loyal through absolutely terrible seasons. They finally get to experience success, and they have to watch their star player creating drama on social media. It's disrespectful to the people who purchased tickets and jerseys. Believe them the first time she posted, "Well, Kelsey, the fans are believing what you're showing them right now. They're witnessing a player who cares more about herself than the team. They're seeing someone who's willing to create chaos during the holidays, just to get attention." This stops being fun when the season begins and team chemistry is destroyed. You can't just turn off drama when the opening tip happens. If there's bitter feelings in that locker room because of these posts, it's going to be visible on the court. It'll show up in the selfish plays, the lack of help defense, and the overall team energy. We witnessed how much joy this team had during their winning streak. Why would anyone want to destroy that? Maybe she's just anxious about the upcoming unrivaled season. Maybe she's just having a rough period. But when you have her platform, you need to be more careful. You need to understand how your words will be interpreted. To share that quote and then disappear while speculation spreads is a deliberate choice. It's choosing to let drama escalate. It's choosing to keep fans guessing. And it's choosing to disrespect the advancement this organization has made. Let's revisit that we got situation one more time. The absolute nerve to say that while your burst teammate is injured is remarkable. That was a power move back then. And this tweet is a power move right now. Kelsey Mitchell wants to control the narrative. She wants the story to revolve around her. But in the Indiana Fever universe, the story is bigger than any individual player. It's about a franchise that's finally ascending. And if Kelsey doesn't want to be part of that climb, she should step back and let someone else fill that role. Kelsey Mitchell is gambling with these mysterious posts, and it could completely blow up in her face. If she's finished with Indiana, the fans seem ready to move forward without her too. What's your opinion on all this social media chaos? Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more WNBA coverage.